How's it going, everyone? Back with another stream today. Going to start off the new year with the old usual, I guess. Been kind of streaming this deck for a while now. Had some nice peaks in the beginning, and now hitting some lows in terms of just winning rates and stuff like that. Went on a hot 10-0 streak with a couple 3-2s and 4-1s, like sandwiching that, and then lately I just haven't been able to win much at all with this deck. But I think we're gonna try to just try it again. Like I really think on paper the 23 lands is the right way to go with this deck. So we're gonna cut a goose. I think that's really going to be. I've been testing between like a branch loft pathway, a wooded bastion, and now I'm just gonna try just a simple clean third temple garden. I was hoping we can get like a more painless mana base, but I think this is just the clean, just having another third shock land here. And then just sideboard changes, nothing really. I think I have the Limvala as just one of the sideboard cards we have in the board. And then even Mind Sensor, I've been kind of tweaking this back and forth. I kind of want a Gaddock Teague maybe, but it kind of is a novel with collector companies, so I have even Mind Sensor instead. I could be a second Archon too. But we'll see how it goes. I was also thinking of maybe like a Shalai or something. But sadly, Shalai doesn't really stop Belcher too much. It slows them down a turn. Like they Belcher the Shalai and then they can Belcher us the following turn, which might buy enough time. But I think if I'm gonna have something that I want to target specifically Belcher, I'd rather have like Gaddock Teague, right? Which is something to consider. I could also just see having another Archon. So it just depends on the meta. I think I really like the rest of the sideboard though. So we'll just see how it goes. Hopefully we can get some W's today. I know I've been kind of, again, hitting a lot of valleys. I think ever since Christmas I've been having not that great luck. So hopefully I can bounce back today. Being on the playoffs, Sand's okay. We can go turn 2 Ranger. I think that's fine. We need a little bit of help, but I think baiting out Veto is going to be pretty sweet here. I like baiting out removal with Veto. Obviously the best draw would be Heliod here. Okay, so we have oops all spells. So ooh, that's a good draw. Kind of want to go basic planes with this Marsh Flats, and then get Ranger Captain down, just to kind of play around Blood Moon. But we already are playing around Blood Moon with Birds and Ranger Captain. Maybe we just play the planes, and then if we want to cast this Veto, we can get black. But I don't think this game is revolving around Veto. I think it's going to revolve around these two combo pieces. So I just wonder if it's just more important to get the double white, but we're gonna get the double white down with this planes. So I think we just get this more planes down. And just Ranger Captain. Just get Ballista here. So now if this kind of stops their 7 mana ritual. They could just Blood Moon on us too, so see how this goes. Yeah, that's fine. That's actually really good for us because that means that they can't combo. Or they can't stop our combo with Ballista. Just gonna slam the Heliod, I think. I'll probably get Overgrown Tomb here. If they don't Blood Moon us, I mean, they might just try to Blood Moon us next turn, but then we just have the combo. Sure. If they that's fine. I'm kind of tempted to just ballista here. Just ballista for 2. Yeah, I can't just ballista for 2. And then we just have lethal next turn. Just pump the ballista for 1, tuck for 6, and deal 2. Sweet. Winning game 1 is pretty clutch. So Damping Spheres and Archons are pretty good. Cut the Scoos. I think we want Forged Tenders because they bring in lightning bolts, or they have lightning bolts. So probably just trim vetoes here, or just completely cut them because we don't. I guess Infinite Life doesn't necessarily win, so we can keep 1. I think we want the Geese just because they ramp us into, like, going turn 2 Archon is pretty clutch. I think we can excuse me, I think we can trim an Ariok. Maybe we just trim 2 Arioks here. Let's go like this. I think this curve's fine. Yeah, I think this is fine. There's been a lot of Belcher online, which is kind of crazy, but sounds fine. Turn 1 Giver, turn 2 Sphere. As long as they don't just literally kill us next turn. Ooh, that's interesting. I kind of don't want to get Blood Mooned, so I think I'm gonna get forced with this. And we trimmed most of our Arioks, so like this won't punish us. Hopefully, plays around CoCo. That's fine. If they want to spend the whole turn doing that, that's fine. Just Damping Sphere. Kind of need lands here. I mean, we could get Blood Mooned here, but we just need, again, just draw lands into a Collected Company. Okay. Land. Going double Giver is fine, or even Heliod. Stemming Heliod's probably better. Okay, got lucky. And then if they try to play Belcher out here, we have the Skyclave Apparition too. Yeah, it looks like they're going to play the Belcher out. Yep, it's fine. As long as they don't have like a backup Belcher, okay. If we would like to draw land here though. Just so we can CoCo next turn. Or even like land, we can go Giver plus Skyclave, so White Source would be very good. White Source. Oh god, they're just gonna kill us here. Wow. Oh, they just had the nut here. Wow, okay. Is there anything post-board that we see? Nature's Claim, Anger is interesting. Yeah, so the only thing really interesting is the one Anger. 1, 2, 3 Nature's Claims. Okay. No bolts though. Just interesting, but yeah, no blood moons though. So we should see a bolt. I guess we could call here. So we can turn 2 call, turn 3 ranger. Yeah, let's keep this. Just debating. It makes you really want Teague. Maybe I should really add a Datic to the sideboard. Probably gonna play Archon. Probably just tutor Archon here. Yeah, we need something that just literally shuts them down, and I think we need a Datic Teague in the sideboard. Because if I could have just called for a Teague here, and that would have been so good. Here we got the subtle 4. Like just Archon here. Put Archon down. I would like to have a green fetch. So this hopefully slows him down, because this has to come into play tap now. So I'm gonna slam Ranger here for sure. So from here, I guess it depends on what they do on upkeep/draw. If they reveal Collected Company, I think I want to top that. So Belcher's on top. So I'm gonna play this Ranger now. Guess I can get Birds of Paradise here, just so I can play around Blood Moon in a sense. And then this Archon stops them from playing the Belcher out. So I guess I can't play the Birds with Archon, so that's actually just a bad play. So here, we'll see what they do, because they can't play... Oh, they can just split bonus. Oh, that's so gross. Oh, they just have this image spirit guide. That's interesting, because this Archon stops it. They just forgot about Archon, probably, like how I did with this Birds of Paradise. Yeah, they just forgot about Archon. This is why Archon's just so good, and exactly why I called for it, because it literally just stops all these rituals in that card too. This beats that, I assume, yeah. Six. So let's do this. And I'm gonna upkeep CoCo here, so let's attack first. Place birds out. I'm gonna upkeep CoCo and then probably sack Ranger here. I could also just play the Ranger out here, get Ballista. So let me think. So 6. 1, 2, 3. So it's actually better just to get Ballista. Oh, I can't because of the birds. God damn it. It's okay. So let's upkeep, crack this Ranger. So let's upkeep CoCo. So that's good. Let's just get another birds. Sweet. I didn't get punished for that. But I should have played the Ranger. I should have just played the Ranger, just a safer play. Cool. Off to a good start, even though I've misplayed a little bit. A little sloppy, but better lucky than good. Oh, Belcher. Archon's just so good, but like that makes me, if I keep running into Belcher, so it's just like, I think it's well positioned too because there's not that many 4 stacks, so I think Archon's just so good now. So, and I think Gadgeteak might just be the correct sideboard card right now. So just a number with Collector Company, but like it's just worth it if they literally can't win the game. Luris is, could be a lot of things. Could be Shadow, could be Hammer, could be a bunch of things. This is fine. Probably just bottom Heliod here. Oh no. What is this? Oh, is this Mill? Jesus, this is a really bad hand against Mill. Mill's probably one of our worst matchups. Okay, I think I'm just very tempted to just concede here. They play fetch land. I'm just gonna concede. I think. Like we can't beat this, and I don't want to reveal any information other than just Horizon Canopy. So. I think we just go 70 card special. Honestly, we go Rest in Peace. Paths Veils. I could see an argument for choke. But like all these cards are just good because like Infinite Life obviously doesn't win, so we need like vetoes. Scoots is irrelevant. RX Champion helps. Yeah, I think maybe we ward in chokes as well to like cheese them. It's like 69 card special. I think this is fine. Maybe I should play basic planes first then, to conceal as much information as possible, because basic planes could be signifying a lot of like Heliod, or it could be anything really. It could be taxes, if anything. I don't know if Horizon Canopy really reveals anything. This hand really needs a veto because our opponent can just ignore Infinite Life. Like, it's actually not even worth gaining life here. Like, maybe I'll go to like 40, but like... The good thing about this hand too is there's no fetches. And if I draw a fetch, I'm not going to crack it. So, like, all their archive tracks are just, like, it's almost dead. Veto, CoCo. The Visions is interesting. We're just digging. Then playing this lane means no crabs. And no crabs is very helpful. Could just be Mesmeric Orb, which sucks. This is a push for this bird, it's like sure. Discard spell sucks, but... nothing. I think I want to play Spike Feeder and then pass probably. Walks under counterspell, but this is probably one of the... This doesn't win, so it doesn't matter. We need veto. Like, I'm not even gonna bother. Like, our left total really literally doesn't matter. And if they want to drown it, then like, yeah, sure, I can. I'll go to like 40, but like, opponent went nothing. Yep. So they probably have trap in hand. If I draw nothing, yep. We're mill the one veto. So Eldami's Call wins the game. Natural drawing a veto wins the game. We're gonna crack the canopy here. Veto, call. Okay, that also wins the game. Let's do this. We can't really play our own fatal push. We could we could wait, but then I don't want to get milled in surgical, so let's see what our opponent does here. That doesn't do anything. Okay, so that means they just lose. Okay, so that our opponent's just very bad. They could have easily stopped the combo here, but I don't get why they. Okay, so it was correct for us to go for it since they have the surgical, and if we mill our other ballista, we're screwed. So they're probably doing this for information, if anything. So make our opponent have it. And that's the thing about playing these decks. Playing mid range for forever, making these mistakes don't really cost you, but when you play a combo deck, if you make a mistake, it costs you like this. Our opponent pushed a feeder for no reason. Our opponent shouldn't be scared of infinite life, so why they push the feeder doesn't make any sense. Yeah, so they just surgical for information, which makes sense. We had call for veto too, so. Don't think we can do anything different here. Them not having any crabs in their opener is just. It's like night and day. If they don't have any crabs, we have a shot. If they have a crab, we're just so screwed unless we have the path. But if we path them, it's just so bad for us too. This is just arguably one of our worst matchups. And we just have to mulligan this, I think. Or if I also mulliganed. Because this doesn't do anything and this doesn't do anything. It's essentially a mulligan to 5 already. This is actually pretty decent. We can get him with the choke would be very good. I just bombed the feeder. Oh, that's not chokeable. That's unfortunate. But we can nab it with the Skyclave Apparition on turn 2, which is not bad. Hopefully we don't get trapped here. No trap, wow. Okay, so we need to just cash in on all these fetches. Oh no. Land. I can see them surgicaling a ballista here if they really wanted to, which is fine. We only have 2 copies. I mean, if they do a draw step, it's correct. That's why you're doing it now, unless they want to push this goose. They also saw the choke, so that's probably why they're playing this way, which makes sense. So like this choke is just dead. Yeah, that's fine. I think doing a draw step would have been correct, but it's fine. We just need to hope they don't have Archive Trap here. Okay. They don't take the one in the graveyard. Interesting. I think we have to Skyclave one of these. And just hope they didn't draw a Archive Trap here. What can Ballista get here? Or what can Ranger Captain get here? Birds. It's not much. Okay. They can mill 3, it's fine. We just need a clock. Ugh. That sucks. I had 3 RX champions. That's really funny. Oh, we just need a race now. I could call for an app for another Skyclave here. I think we fetch though first. Because we can't combo since our Ballista got taken. 39. Yeah, we need to just fetch shock so we don't mill a card, if anything. And I'll just pass the turn, I think. Ugh, another one? My god. Yeah, so let's call for an apparition. We have to. Yeah, we just have to. Six cards. This operation gives us a clock too, so it's fine. Heliod's a good draw. Gonna leave the basic. $29 cards. We need to draw like Path. Oh, they drew Fetch. So good. 6. We mill 10 here. Fuck. What is in their hand? Oh, okay, that makes sense. Play Ring of Veil Summer makes sense. Oh, I don't know how we can get out of this. Oh, we have Path. Okay, that's good. Attack here. Heliod is 5, 6, 8, 9. Okay, so we 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We win if they don't top deck Glimpse or some bullshit. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So as long as they don't top deck anything special, we win the game literally. So we're just gonna Path on upkeep. So land wins the game. So they need to top deck a land. Oh, please. Nothing, just a land. Just a land. Because this Gilded Goose also wins us the game here. Because we just make a food, crack it, and grow a dude. Oh, this is so close. Like, Surgical's fine. Surgical's a fine draw. Land. Like, them tanking means they didn't draw visions or anything. I feel like they drew Surgical. Like, the way they're tanking here. Because if it was any mill spell, we're essentially tapped out. So, like, yeah. What they target? Veto. Okay, so that's game winning. Like, this goose is gonna win us the game. So we mill 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We have 3 cards left. It doesn't matter what we draw. We have enough mana to make a food, crack it, make a food, and gain 3. So they have nothing flashback, right? Yeah. Doesn't matter. 2 cards. So make a food. Wow, this is like the slimmest of margins. Oh my god. Gilded Goose, man. Gilded Goose. Gilded Goose is so good. This is why you play Gilded Goose. People always ask, is Gilded Goose worth it? Yes. So good. Us winning game 1 was pretty clutch, though. Our opponent just played bad game 1, so we were lucky there. But 2-0, pretty good start. beat one of our bad matchups in Mill. I don't know how the matchup plays with Belcher. I feel like it's slightly unfavored. But like their nutty Blood Moon draws don't really affect us because we have the dorks. If we go like dork plus basic planes, we can essentially play around Blood Moon easily. That being said, I think Gaddock Teague is probably better than even Mind Sensor in our sideboard. So, I guess I like to be on the play. This hand's kind of ass, but I think we can just keep this still. Print Mulligan to 6. Squishy Elshi. Squishel She. The thing about it is like this hand is like Gilda Goose literally won the game last game for us, but like now it's kind of costing us here. It's such a high ceiling little floor card, but that ceiling is just so good for us. It just gives us a little bit more resiliency. And like those kind of like these kind of cards makes you why I cut the third goose for a 23rd land. So small unit 6 and tanking. Must be a really difficult decision. Okay, I was like, is the opponent okay here? Is our opponent okay here? Oh, is this the mirror? Oh, your birds is much better than mine at this point. I think here I actually just play champion and don't use the goose here. And then next row we can play the Heliod. Snacks are fine. Snacks are definitely fine. Ooh, kind of. I feel like I smell a smoke holder here, right? Has to be a spell holder. In that case, we still have high evaporation. Damn. I smell a spell caller, but I don't think we can not play around it. I think we just slam Heliod, right? I think we just have to. Like Temple Garden, Birds of Paradise doesn't really mean anything. I mean, they could also just have Skycleave Apparition too, which I'm just walking into it, but oh, okay. Oh, now I can attack. I'm not expecting Mana Leak. Maybe I should just play Ranger. I still need a third land now. We just need lands off the top. Yeah, so some like Bant mid-range thing. Yeah, could be Uro too. Birds of Paradise Mana Lake is interesting. So they just have CoCo. Land. Land. Thank you. I guess I have to go to 12. I just got a ballista here. I feel like if they have Queller in the deck, they should CoCo in response to this. Would they be playing CoCo and Leak main board? Maybe. I wouldn't be surprised, to be honest, if they did. If I can draw land, that'd be very good. Because then we can end step CoCo. And this is where like Goose is costing us here. This is where like we would like the mana to CoCo. We would have CoCo'd last turn. Veto. Mistaken 69. Thank you for the follow. Really, really appreciate it. Since we didn't draw the land, I kind of want to just Apparition here. I could also just play Veto and just spade out the counter spell. But if they have like another spell caller, it's awkward. But like this is a card like I at least kind of care about. I mean, they have another Queller. They have to. So if they have a Queller, I guess I want to Veto. They're rating this is like, what is this card? Remand, okay. We're losing the race here. So it's like counter magic. It's like Bant Flash, essentially. Oh, wow, they didn't trade? They didn't want to trade their Quaddle with our Ariel champion. That's just really surprising. Oh shit, I wanted to block. God damn it. So if they have a remand, I think we just have the Skyclave here. They remanded last turn. We're just getting choked on mana. Story of this game. We can't double spell around these counter spells. So I think sideboard reboarding Veils and Chokes. This Goose has definitely cost us this game for sure. Interesting. just a free block. I should be at 10. I just like F6. It's annoying. I would like to end step CoCo here. And then just play Apparition. We're not able to do that. I'm just going to concede. Veils and chokes and pass probably. Yeah. Veils and chokes. I guess that was an early concession. We could have CoCo'd into the combo, but that was an early concession. I think Infinite Life wins here, so I think we can board out the vetoes. Yeah, how's it going, Stormy? Hope you're doing well. Thanks for tuning in as always. I'm expecting some number of like Uro, right? They can't be a Bant deck and not play Uro, so I think we need to keep in the skews. Maybe we don't board in all the paths. So they're like Bant Stoneblade, right? So maybe we just board out the goose. Trim a path. Then trim. Maybe we board out 2 birds. Since this is kind of a mid-rangey matchup. Yeah, let's just do that. I think Infinite Life wins here. Could be wrong though. Let's get draw. We'll go into 6. Hope you're having a good New Year's Eve, Stormy. How was your New Year's Eve? I don't want to just play this Ballista for one. As funny as that sounds. COVID apocalypse. Yeah, same. I kind of just want to get this Ballista on the board. And then we can protect it with Path. Get it under Spell Color mana. And then we can resolve this Heliod. We just give it lifelink and we win the game. Yeah, let's do that. Get it under counter magic is the most important thing. Kind of want them to tap out for Stoneforge Mystic and then we can slam this Heliod. What? They kept the one lander? No way. Why'd they keep a one lander? Why would you do such a thing? Like they just lose now. It's fine. Just lose. Green. Lifelink. Interesting. Unless they have like Force of Vigor. This doesn't play around Force of Vigor. Okay. Actually, no, even if Force of Vigor has protection from it right now. Interesting. Okay, well, sure. Do it. Like, maybe we have the third path in. Cut a bird. So we have one bird awkwardly. The awkward bird here. I don't think we want Mind Sensor. I don't think we want Linvala. And maybe we can board Linvala if we want to like stop their dorks, but like I don't think it's worth it. Maybe one of bird's fine. Maybe they're hoping we'd like path their Hierarch or something. I don't know. Huh. His hand is kind of bad. Like just 100% relies on Collected Company. Kind of want to mulligan this. Yeah. Turn one dork's pretty good. Yep. Just pay the thicket. I'm not trying to get black mana, so we can just save a couple of points of life. Hopefully they don't Queller us here. Euro. Yeah. As I expected. These cards are so stupid. They have no lands. What the hell? Wow. So in here, I'm just gonna like, if they don't play another land here and they just pass, I'm just gonna end step call on their turn. Or they don't do that. See if they play as tapped or untapped. Okay. Oh, okay. Awkward that they can still. Oh, sure. They're in that main phase. Interesting. Then at this point, I think I'm gonna play Ranger. We essentially stone rain them. Yeah, maybe stone raining is better than anything else. It does keep them off Uro too, if they somehow just get the nut. I don't know what they could do, but I definitely do want to play 3-drop because it's more mana efficient, and maybe it is just better to get the choke out there. So the next turn we can go Ariok plus hold up, E-call, and then we can E-call for Heliod. Oh, that was good for them. Sure. Ballista would be a great draw here. Still think we Aryok champ. And then hold up E-call. With the sword, I'd probably just discard Ranger Captain, I think. Wow, I'll take that. Sure. So then here, I discard Ranger here, and then I can... Yeah. That's fine. Sword of Feast Famine's good against Choke now, which sucks, but... You can just gain infinite life. If we can hit a land. So discard Ranger Captain. That's pretty good against Choke. Oh, okay. So now we need untap land. That's that I don't care about that. So they have fucking... So we need hope they don't have any counter magic here. And this is actually fine because like I'll just discard this to the Sword and Feast of Famine if I don't draw another land. Land. I think I want to choke here. No, we have to get the combo online. I think we have to just go for it here. So they path it, it's fine. Yeah, I think we just do it now. Yeah. Oh, damn it. I think I want the land. Unfortunate. We have another draw though, so... Four. So luckily, like, they still need 3 combat steps. Sure. Okay. That doesn't change the clock. Ballista still wins. Path helps. And the reason why I just went for it is because if I did it on their upkeep, they can just untap with the sword anyway, so it's like it doesn't matter. So we have a lot of outs here. Collected Company. Another spike feeder. Okay, that doesn't do anything. Come on, something. Okay. That is something. So I kind of want to play on another path to exile, right? Like if I go Skyclave Spike Feeder, it doesn't play around path to exile, but Auric Chamberlain plus Spike Feeder does. So I kind of like Auric Chamberlain plus Spike Feeder, and like I can ignore the sword trigger. I'll just like play everything out anyway. So this like plays around path to exile. And then this also just makes all the creatures that come into play makes my... I can just pump my guys now. Yeah. Like I can actually just ignore that sword now. Right? Yeah, I don't know how Stoneblade can beat Infinite Life. So just apologies as I click through for about 3 minutes. So Stormy, what deck have you been playing in Modern now? Or are you kind of not playing? Or since there's nothing interesting about this combo right now, might as well just be able to check your chat. Yeah. Oh, you don't play online either? Excuse me. Couldn't mute it fast enough, sorry. What's test CE for paper? What does that mean? Ooh, Black Splash and Ponza? What is a Black Splash for? Or is it just for like Fatal Push? Just for like Scourge decks and stuff? Ah. I mean, that makes sense. There's so much like Prowess and stuff going around. Like bolts just like aren't as good as you would hope. Like unless you're playing Scourge yourself, where you can like bowl your opponent and play a big Scourge, or like actually be able to play the Scourge. Like outside of that, like I think bolt as just a single to remove a spell is kind of crappy. I think if there are more Planeswalkers in the meta, like bolt would be pretty good because you can take Planeswalkers down with the card. But like when Planeswalkers are kind of at a low in popularity, then definitely Fatal Push becomes better. I don't know if our opponent can beat 220 life. Our opponent finally conceded. At what point was that enough, opponent? I would have cracked this, drew that, would have done anything. Guess I would attack with a spike feeder. Yeah, we actually would have been not that great to win the game immediately, but Opponent finally tapped out after my finger fell off. Sorry, I'm clicking your link, but my computer's pretty slow. B Panza, the better Chun deck. Oh, you have a 2/2 all the Gargaroth Glorybringer split. Oh, and you have a questing beast. That's interesting. Okay, I like the 5 moon effects. Huh. No, it's just my computer. It's not your link. It's literally my computer just taking forever to load up Chrome. Ooh, Vraska. That's interesting. That's spicy. I have a buddy that plays like a lot of Abzan Stoneblade, and he has like a man crush on Vraska. He would love to see that. Belcher is interesting too. So you actually like main deck the splash. I see some people like I know like there's that popular Ponza player like Chris Giglio. His white splash is all on the sideboard. Like he has paths and stuff in the sideboard. But I think black splash is better just because you're not like path is like a huge novel with Blood Moon. And I just never like that kind of dyssynergy. But like the black splash makes sense. The guy's blessing from Mill makes sense. No pillagers main. I like that. Ooh, the Angrath Flame Chained is a spicy card. But spicy. This is kind of a nice spicy puzzle list. That's cool. I like it. I like it. I wish the thing about Clockistus though is like it doesn't help you with the splash. I would hope like I forget what color I splashed. I think I was splashing white. And I played Clovis and I was like, wait, this doesn't make white mana. I'm gonna be right back. I'm gonna go get some water real quick, and then I'll continue the next league. I'll have both these lists up. I'll be right back. The one Ren is kind of interesting though. I like Ren. When I well, I mean, I think the meta is a little bit different now, but like I kind of like 2 Ren when I was on Pounza. But maybe the meta is a little bit different, and obviously, like if Bolt is bad, then like I can't imagine Ren 6 ping being relevant either, right? But I kind of liked having 2 Ren just because it's just a good catch-all. Like helps consistency. I don't know about the Prismatic Vista. Like I've seen like Prismatic Vista as like a lot of like Prismatic Vistas and like Ponzolus, and I just every time I see it, it just doesn't look that great, to be honest. Because like you want like your Shocklands, right, to splash. I guess you want Prismatic Vista for Blood Moon, so I guess that kind of makes sense on paper. But like every time I see it in practice, it looks awful. like you'll crack a prismatic vista for like basic mountain because you have like 6 or 7 forests in the deck, and then you need double green for like other stuff like scavenging ooze or like the Gargaroth in your deck, right? I guess there's pros and cons. I guess it's not like clear cut, but I don't know. Maybe it's just like a small sample size, but every time I see it, it just looks not that great. Yeah, I know. I've talked to Mr. Zakai about it, and he's when I was on Ponza, he was very adamant about having prismatic vista, but like I whenever I see it, it just doesn't look good. Um, Gosh darn it. Kind of want to. My gut feeling is to keep this, even though this hand's so bad. Like, we have the Heliod. I think they'll be discipline and mulligan this. You can't keep that hand. Oh, this hand's so much better. Discipline is key. God. It's between Ranger and CoCo. Like, Ranger Captain actually wins the game. Awkwardly enough, I think we have to bomb the collector company here. Yeah, awkward enough. Sorry, CoCo, you're so good. I feel like I've never been in a situation where I want to bomb the CoCo, but I think that was a situation where it is. Cause it's like you just have the combo here. You can't like not play it. Oh, I guess that's an argument for bottoming Birds of Paradise. So this blue-red Prowess, probably another one of our worst matchups. I think this is probably one of the worst matchups in the meta, which is kind of awkward because you're like, oh, like you would think it'd be good because we have like RR champions, but like literally, oh fuck, they love a dart. That's actually kind of fine. We don't need it. I think we'll get Heliod here because I guess like I kind of wanted them to use the lava dart. We're not going to use the mana off Goose unless we draw CoCo. Then that'd be very punished, but it's a combo deck that's very interactive, right? Like, and that's why it's just a bad matchup because it's like the thing about it is like they just have these flyers, and like the other red decks don't have these flyers that we can't block. I guess we have like actual flyers. We have Goose and Birds of Paradise, but like we don't have these flyers that can stall them. Like they're speed bumps essentially, but they're not like great. Oh god, we're just like we're just gonna die this Spread Dragon. Yeah, I think we just have the Skyclave here. We can't just take another 4 from this Spread Dragon. Like Lava Dart's just so good in the deck. It's ridiculous. Not even Lava Darting us. That's really funny. Oh, they have upstage. That makes sense. Okay, no land's good. Okay, they have the land. Never mind. Can we take this bolt here? I think we just have to take this. It's 8, 7, 4, we go to 3. We could just have Spike Feeder. Oh, I guess they have Lava Dart, so we can't really do that. I think I can block here. This is on the play, too. It's like we're on the play, we're on the back foot. I mean, I guess because our dorks got bolted, but like... They have three lava darts. Yeah. Yeah. Four. Oh yeah, we just die. And we just die. 6. Yeah, that's fine. I don't think we're going to win that game anyway. Like yeah, we drew Spike Root, but they had 3 lava darts, so it's like we can't do that. These guys come in. Archon's pretty good. I think we can board out the Veto. If we can somehow combo, that'd be great. We just need them to not draw Sprite Dragon, and we're actually okay. But that's like a tough order. Like, they have 8 flyers, so it's like, if they draw any one of those, we're just so behind. It like forces us to have Skyclave, but then they just have removal for it, so it's just really bad. Yeah, birds are bad good. Like, for here, I think I just trim 1 goose, 2 birds. Call it a day. Like, goose actually survives dart. Yep. We just want their hand to be very, very bad and we can get lucky. But like they're an average hand from them. I think we have to look at this too. This hand's so painful. Sure. I think again we bottom CoCo here. I think we bottom CoCo here because like we could go turn 1 Giver, turn 2 Auriok, turn 3 Heliod, turn 4 Feeder, protected with Giver. Which is really funny. I had 2 hands that molded 6 in the bottom CoCo, which is like our best card arguably. It's really funny. Yeah. I mean, I think that just shows the power of the hand too, right? Because like, if you're able to keep a hand and you're bottoming a card that can recover you from a mulligan. Oh shit! I played the wrong card. Oh well. I think it matters. Actually, I kind of have to fetch shock anyway because of double green. Sure. It's actually good. Planes. I just hope we don't get cheesed by Blood Moon. Sends shipping it really well because we drew the 3rd land. That's fine. Don't care. Sure. Excuse me. I think we just play the Heliod here. So they have 2 cards in hand, so like they need like double bolt 6 plus 4 is 10, so they were pretty safe here. Pretty safe. They need 3 removal spells. So like they need like 2 lava darts technically, but even then like Spike Feeder with Arc Chip and plays around lava dart pretty well. Okay. Double bolt, so 6, go to 8. So we're pretty safe here. Yeah. So I have like Ariel plus Giver protection for this combo. We can easily beat turbo spells. Because like Lava Dart isn't good enough. Just because it can become a 3/3 with 2 power. So like they need like a Spike Fear being a 2/2 is very relevant. 2 combo, like 3/3 become a 2/2. Okay, friend's gonna make me do this. Cool, thank you. Top die opponent, thank you for conceding. I don't think we can really change anything here. Let's just run it back. Huh. I think this hand is fine. We lose to Blood Moon, but hopefully they just don't have any Sprite Dragons, like I said. Even then we have Path. So you go like turn 1 Forge Tender, turn 2 Giver. Swiss Fear's fine. I gotta play the Forged Tender. If I was on the play, I'd play Giver, but on the draw, I think I have to play Forged Tender and then just so I can just block this for eternity. I should have fetched planes. I needed another green source for Spike Feeder. That actually might cost me the game. That's fine. That's fine, just block this. Doesn't matter. I'll play Giver, then probably just hold up Call, or I could play Heliod next turn. Me playing Basic Plains might actually cost me here. It's just kind of annoying. Wow. Sure. That's a lot of dudes. Lucky. I think I just slam Heliod. And then next turn we can go Path plus Call for Spike Feeder. I mean, Core Firewalker could be a thing. That's a good draw. We have to take this. Sure. Take 9. We could just die here too if they have a bolt. Wow. GG's. Can't beat that. And I don't think the thing about Carl Firewalker too is like they have like Stomp and like I don't think they have Skullcrack, but like Stomp just changed the matchup so much too. Like these configurations of blue red is just so backbreaking. Like, we had a decent hand too, but I guess it wasn't like great, but it wasn't below average. Next 6 rounds gonna be kind of cute. Oh, M Hayashi is probably on mono red, so we can't keep this. Bottom Ballista. Could also be on blue red's like blue red too, which is I think better position right now. Sure. No attack. How about a land? We just need to hit running lands and we're gonna be okay. Just block here. Oh, that's annoying. Wow, that's just like a total blowout. Holy shit. Oh, that's so gross. Wow. Land. If I just like not block there, I guess I shouldn't. But it's not like us missing all these lands is gonna screw us. Stop was just so good. Okay, I'm gonna call it a day. These red decks are just. I think I need this even of my ancestor to be an anti-red deck. I think this is just too much. I think it's too much. Our champion should help, but man, Stomp was just such a beating. The thing about Blessed Alliance though is like you can't reliably cast it as a removal spell. I think there has to be a card that has to excuse me. Has to somehow wipe our opponent's board. Cause like the problem is they just go wide. Maybe it's like Settle the Wreckage or something. But then they just like absolutely blow us out. Like they can go under a Blessed Alliance, which is crazy. Sure. Maybe it is Deck and Stone. I don't think we can give him cards though. That's a problem. With the player on K return too. So I kind of don't want to play my other RF champion out. Kind of want to go Ranger Captain here. Yeah, that's fair. guess we just Heliod here. That's fine. Good old Blood Moon. Sure. And this gets our own character. Like we don't even need a combo, we're just gonna win the mid-range matchup. A braid. Sure. Like I don't even want a combo. I just want to just mid-range him out here. Yeah. Try to Blood Moon us out, huh? Let's see how it is. Yeah, but the problem is like they have so much removals. Turning on Heliod's really difficult outside of Auric Champion, and then like we're kind of forced to block with Auric Champion, and then they just stomp, and then we just can't recover from that. On the draw is a lot more difficult, but we'll see. And that's a hand where they didn't have the flyer, so they literally just couldn't do anything to us. Like I can understand if like there's a lot of interplay where they like we kind of have to race them. But with an RX champion, they just can't attack through, so it's fine. How's it going, Chris? I tuned into your black-red shadow stream a little bit earlier. Hopefully that stream went well. Yeah, this is game 3. Do we discipline a mulligan this? Do what Thalia is just like it just doesn't do anything either. Like they just bolt it. It doesn't help the matchup much at all. Like Corefile Walker would be better. His plays are on Blood Moon though. He's on mono red, yeah. He also capped. Yeah, I think we keep this. Yeah. Not land. Ooh, that was a really good draw. They got the big Temple Guard in here. You seem to not draw lands here. Okay. Hopefully they're stuck on lands. Nope, they are not stuck on lands. Not a land. Okay. This is so bad for us. I don't play the mana traders. I don't have time for it, which kind of sucks, but I think we could take one hit here. They could Blood Moon us, which is gonna suck. I think he liked it though. Sure. Okay. If he doesn't have a land, this is pretty bad. Oh, he does. So he's gonna. Okay. So he's that bolt doesn't do anything. Not a land. Oh my god. This is so bad. Ugh. I think we have to play the flats to play around Blood Moon so we don't like just insta lose. Oh god damn it. Cool. Glad we just crack Canopy out of tilting. But now these redraws don't do anything. So just block here. CoCo would be obviously the best draw. Anything. Anything. It's not bad. Okay, that's a good sign. Very good sign. Oh, okay. Come on, deck. Give me something. Give me a Collected Cup of Tea. Ranger would be fantastic too. Skyclave Apparition would be good because we can take that out. This is a free attack by our opponent. They should just do it. Wow, they didn't attack. Okay, so we just eat anything. I don't know if Gilded Goose counts, but I think the life would help. The thing about it though is they're probably gonna put this on 2, and we can probably just counteract a lot of their damage by just making food. Put a block like that. If they have the stomp, they have the stomp, it's fine. Okay. That's interesting. Not a land. CoCo. CoCo. Ariok Champion. Ranger Captain Nuvios. It's not bad. I think I can ignore the ratchet bomb here. They want to crack the ratchet bomb, like they have to kill their board. I don't think I eat Soul Scarred, I just eat the ratchet bomb. Because they want to tick up to kill this Auric champion. This Auric champion is what's holding us together. And then probably just attack with this Archon. And now we can just like make food and eat food. But that's fine if they want to spend their turn killing Goose. If they want to spend their turn killing Goose, that's fine. That's fine. Not a gland. Paths will get draw. I think we attack like this. Oh, on our turn, yeah. Yeah, I think our opponent is. You're right, Chris. They should have done that for sure. Wow. Block like that. That just means they don't have. I think you just path this right now. Yep, I agree. Sure. Crack of food here. Not a land. One, two, three, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 4 for Ballista. Probably just pass here. Yeah, I think we just pass. I think we can attack with the Archon maybe, but then we don't really. No, I think we want to have the Archon block. I think we want the Archon to block. Light up the stage. That's interesting because they can't cast anything else after that. So I kind of just want to take out the Abbot here. And I don't want this Ballista to die to the Lava Dart. I guess I could kill the Mage too here. And if they try the Lava Dart, I can just grow the Ballista. Yeah, I think that's better. Because we can just grow the Ballista out of dart range. Yep. Yeah. What do they have? Ratchet Bombs, fine. Can't cast it. Not a land? Okay. Sucks. And now I think we can attack with the Archon here. Cool. So that we just grow a Ballista. This Archon is doing so much work. Holy shit. That's fine. Because, like, I don't care about that. Maybe I should have waited. Not a land. Oh, they kill the food too. Damn. That might cost me. Okay, just gained a bunch of life. Wow, they had a bunch of Swiss Spears in hand. That's funny. Sure. Four. I think we attack like this. Yeah, I think we attack like this. Then we have lethal next turn. Sure. That doesn't do anything. They need a K return there. Wow. This game was... Oh my god! What a fucking game. I don't know either. Our opponent just drew really bad because they needed Bolt and or... Oh, they even, I guess, like, at the end of that game, we had protection for it. This Archon, oh my god, what a card. What a card. And Auric Champ. Gilded Goose also pulled a lot of weight, too. That's fantastic. 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 Woo. What's up, Chris? Oh, that was our hand. Roten Force Center protects it, so maybe I should have attacked with this Force Center, but then they do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, I think I should have maybe attacked with the Forge Tender. Yeah, so if they K returned, it kills all the whole board, and then it's Archon versus Swiss Sphere, right? So like we are kind of ahead. I guess it's Swiss Sphere plus a 2/2. So like we are winning the race, but they do need a bolt. So they were digging for the K return for sure. Which is kind of why maybe Force Center maybe isn't the best card here in the sideboard. But I like fetching it with Ranger Captain, so it's been okay. So wow, they had they drew 2, 3, 4. They drew 4 cards. So the chat isn't here, but they drew 4 cards. I'm surprised they brought in Pithing Needle. I guess it is just a name Ballista here, but like, yeah. I did misplay though. I forgot Ratchet Bomb can destroy the Walking Ballista, so I should have just pumped it up once and then untapped with it. So then like we can kill the Swiss Sphere. Like it forces us. We're in the driver's seat there. So, yeah, you could name Heliod with it, but like, I feel like the games where we're activating Heliod, they're already losing anyway. So, I think naming Ballista is probably better, but I mean I could be wrong, but we'll see. Yeah. Other than that was great. Beating M Hayashi feels pretty good just because he's a great Prowess player. I think that just shows the testament of the deck too. Yeah, they could have named Gilded Goose. Goose did pull a lot of weight being able to like that Goose gained us a lot of life there. And why I like Gilded Goose in the deck. Just being able to gain 3 in a pinch is pretty good. Especially with Heliod and obviously Vito. But yeah, that's pretty much it. I hope everyone enjoyed tuning in. If you guys want to support the channel, you guys can follow me on Twitch, twitch.tv/KO Diamonds. If you guys are watching this on YouTube, or just hit that follow button. If you're watching this right now, you guys can follow me on Twitter. That's where you guys get up-to-date stream date updates. It's twitter.com/KO Diamonds22. And then you guys can go on my YouTube channel, youtube.com/KO Diamonds for my old streams. Yeah, the splash is just for Vito. It's a really, really light splash. It's kind of honestly a concession because how shitty the Spike Feeder combo is online because people just don't concede. So Vito actually makes it a win con, and there's a lot of decks where the Infinite Life actually doesn't win. And like against like Field of the Dead decks, it wins in paper but not online. Because Fallocut is a card and they just shotgun your board and they can deal 600 damage easily. So it's kind of a concession in those matchups where the Spike Feeder combo actually wins. And on top of that, it's just good. It's just a good card. Like if you give Ranger Captain Live Link, it drains for 3, or just being like I had a game where like I was playing in Sultai Field and like my hand was ass. It was so bad. But it was like Gilded Goose plus Vito and it resolved and all I had was counter spells and I just went tap a goose, make a food, gain 3, drain for 3, untap, make a food, drain for 3. And it was fantastic. So I actually trophied with mono white, and it's a good card when there's a good deck when there's a lot of Blood Moon in the meta. So you're not like just dead to Blood Moon like how we could have been. We were lucky to play around Blood Moon pretty well. But obviously mono white just like, oh yeah, whatever. Like I just have 65 planes, it doesn't matter. But not having the acceleration in Mana Dorks kind of sucks. And then Collect Company is a card that you're missing out. So I played mono white a lot. And I played green white a lot, and this is where I came with this list. Is I had ideas of both lists, and this is where I like where the deck is. But the mono white version is nice because you have a cleaner mana base, but at the same time, I think missing the green makes the power level just like the ceiling of that deck is pretty low. You can cheese players with Magus or Boil, so that is kind of a that is not 0% points, but like I feel like the Spike Feeder Heliod combo, like this deck is already favored against that deck. So it's like, why are you losing out on these powerful green spells and Collected Company and just dorks for cheesing out these blue decks where the green splash is just good against almost everything else. And then you're not playing shitty cards like Luminarch Aspirant or like, so on the flip side, you're playing all the really good white cards and you're playing four of them. You're playing four Aryak Champion, four Giver Rune. So like you have like that flip side there, but then you're not playing shitty cards like Luminarch Aspirant. Yeah, I don't know if it's less fragile though. I mean, I guess you are playing four Ballista. The other problem I had with the mono white list is you have to naturally draw your Heliod. And that's really hard to do sometimes, just with how Magic is. Like, and if you get your first Heliod counter, you can't get the other one. But that's why Collector Card is so powerful, because digging 6 like makes you hit your Heliods consistently. And on top of that, you play 2 Eladamir Skull. So like I have access to Heliod literally every game if I wanted to. But mono white, you have to draw your 4 off, and it's so hard to combo consistently. There's a lot of decks where you just need a combo, right? Like against Tron, you're in the backs against the wall, and you need a combo. Like you need a tutor for the Heliod, and I think that's why the green is so powerful. Yeah, I mean you're not wrong there, but I mean it's another combo piece where they have to interact with, right? So like I'll play a Heliod and I'll play a feeder and it dies, and then like again I was playing against Bant Stoneblade and I had the feeder combo and they pathed it, and then I just played a Ballista and killed them. So you have two aspects to your combo that they have to respect depending on the matchup, right? If Infinite Life does something. But I think the thing about it is in mono white, since you don't have these dorks, if you don't have Luminarch Aspirant or Aryak Champion, you're pretty much your combo is a 6 mana combo, right? Like you want to play the 4 mana into Ballista and the 2 to target it with Heliod, and that's the problem. Is if it gets to that point in the game, it's so hard to hit 6 mana in mono white. But with the 6 dorks in the screen version, or up to 8 mana sources, or 8 1 mana dorks in the green white version where they have Arbor Elf and Utopia Sprawl, like you are more likely to hit the threshold of 6 mana, right? I'd be playing Heliod every day if I wasn't for. Yeah, I agree, and honestly, that's why I'm playing Spike Veto, because like I'll have games where I just like have a Spike Feeder and it's like they don't care, and then I'll play Veto, like a matchup like Mill, right, where like they can like this card does nothing. Like Infinite Life does nothing, but Veto turns the combo online. Because like in green white, if you don't have the Spike Feeder combo, like you're forced to play the Ballista combo, and you only play 2, so it's kind of difficult to get the combo, especially if they can mill and surgical it. But this just adds another dimension to the combo. Yeah, I agree. That I can agree with. So when I played with Aether Vial is so good. And a card that I think people aren't playing enough is Grand Arbiter. So because you just Vial end step, or you can just upkeep Vial in the Arbiter, and then they can't do anything. It's just like another copy of Ranger Captain. I think my mono waitlist, I think I had like 2 Arbiters. Yeah, I think this is either this pink. I voted with one of these. I don't remember. It didn't get published because I think it was the same day that same party published it. So I this is outdated because it didn't have the Boil tech, and I do like Boils here. But I had the Grand Abolisher is just so good, and that's what the mono white version offers. And I think Grand Abolisher is, if I had room for it in green white, I would totally play this card. It's just amazing how good this card is. Yeah, but the thing is, you lose that acceleration, right? Like sometimes playing a turn 2 Heliod into a turn 3 win like you lose that turn, right? Like the fastest you could combo is turn 4, but you could theoretically combo on turn 3 with my deck, and obviously you have the Netroid can combo on turn 2, but just kind of unlikely. But you can do it, but more likely you can combo on turn 3, and like it's one of those things where like if you have hate like Archon or like even Mind Sensor or a Choke. Like being able to slam that on turn 2 is so relevant, and why I think the dorks are just so good because like it's kind of like that Ponza kind of build where like you're really heavy on these 3 drops, so you really want the 1 drops to really the 1 mana acceleration. Otherwise, you're just so slow out of the gate. And I guess you can go 1 mana Vial, but then you're again slow out of the gate because like you're efficient in terms of like in the turn 3 or turn 4 you can double spell, quote unquote, like violent cards into play, but you lose that explosion where you need to combo out fast against those respective matchups. Chila plus Arc to me anyway just seems like the best thing the deck does. I agree, and that's why I'm running four Ariak champions, because like if you look at all the green white lists right now, they're only running 2 or 3 Ariak champions, and that's just wrong. Because if you saw, like, if I had a Heliod at all, like that game against Emahashi, like I don't even need a combo. And if they for theoretically pithing needled Heliod, let's just play a hypothetical game. Like the Heliod growing the team is just so good with Ariak champion, right? Getting your guys out of K return range is just so key. So like I don't get why they aren't playing 4, even against non-red, non-black decks. Like just being able to just it also just enables a turn 4 kill where you go turn 2 Ariok, turn 3 Heliod, turn 4 Ballista for 2 or for 1, sorry, and target with Heliod. That's there. So you don't lose out on speed. Do I ever lose a shadow with this deck? I think I got cheesed out either A by Blood Moon or B by Team or Battle Rage, but it's definitely one of the favorable matchups. So if I get Blood Moon out, which happens a lot because there's a lot of Blood Moon in the meta right now, which you do have to play around. So Blood Moon or TBR is how I lose that matchup, but it's definitely favorable. Just because, well, a lot of Shadow decks are maining Blood Moon now. You know what I mean? So it's like I'll lose game 1 and then I'll lose a post war game, right? Because they have like K returns or something. So like K returns is how we lose too. So like a lot of things have to line up for Shadow, but it's not like it's like a slam dunk 80-20 matchup. It's definitely like 60-40, depending on how good the Shadow player is. Because like they have to discard the Heliod. Collector Company is a card, and then Veil of Summer just so good, right? So there are a lot of decks are maining Moon, honestly. Like I've seen a lot of just random red decks maining, like Emahashi mono red main decking Blood Moon. Like a lot of black mid range, like I think Wooly Eagle's list is maining 2 Blood Moon too, so it's there. So stop. So it's both. I've seen both black red mid range and Shadow, and like so the Skirt Shadow list and the Wooly Eagle just mid range list. They've both been maining Blood Moon. I've seen them both, which is. It makes sense, right? Like if I was playing Rakdos, either Shadow or mid range, I'd be maining 2 Blood Moon at least. You have to. You have to. That's the only way you're gonna beat those stupid blue decks. Like they can't escape Uro if you have a Blood Moon in play. So it's like, so you just discard play as Shadow and hope to just Blood Moon them out. Like they can't beat Thoughtseize into Scourge into Blood Moon. They can't beat that. Like if I could play, like Blood Moon's very well positioned, I think, right now, and I'm surprised you're playing Shadow, but like I guess you could also play Blood Moon in your Shadow deck too. It doesn't, yeah, exactly. It doesn't need it, but it helps. I agree with you 100%, and I think I honestly, like if I was playing Rakdos, I would main deck 2 Blood Moon and have 4 or 5 in the 75, like have some sort of Moon, and help Titan too. Yeah. Then again, I think Titan's probably somewhat favorable, depending. I guess just draw dependent. Like if you have a hand, like Chris, I was watching. I forget what match you were playing. I think it was against Ad Nauseam, and you're like, "Oh, this hand's really good if it lines up." And I think that's just the flaw of playing a reactive deck. Is like your deck is inherently reactive. You're playing discard spells and rule spells. So if you play a deck that doesn't line up, like that's the fault of it. So if you have a hand of like a bolt push Thoughtseize Shadow, it's like the hand's great in the blind, and then you play against Titan or Uro, and half your hand is dead, and those kind of draws is where you just lose. So having a Blood Moon into play that just like gives you that free win and kind of nullifies that, oh, I drew the wrong half of my deck, is what's key in that matchup. Like if you know what you're up against, sure, like you can mulligan those hands away, but you're playing Moto, right? You don't know what your opponent's up against, so like it's important to have those backup plan that gives you that free win. Look what happened against Emahashi. Like we got Blood Moon out game 1, and that was just a free win. And you play Ponza, right? Like those games where you just get a free win out Blood Moon is just that extra game is just the extra 10% of your matches where you just get free wins, or 20% is just key. But the thing is, game 1, how do you know? You don't know that you're against Uro. So if you keep a hand of like Dismember, Fatal Push, Thoughtseize, Swiss Sphere, you're not winning that game. Like unless you randomly draw Blood Moon on turn 3 and you can win the game with a Swiss Sphere, right? So it's I think that's just a flaw of playing a Thoughtseize deck. Yeah, again, I'm not saying you need main deck Blood Moon, but I would do it myself. I don't think it's wrong to not have a main deck Blood Moon, but I would do it personally, and I don't see why you would and you wouldn't. I think both are correct depending on your meta call, right? Because there's also a lot of red decks, So like your Blood Moon can also just be dead, and on the flip side, you can say like Fatal Push and Dismember are dead in those matchups. But on the flip side, Blood Moon can also just be dead against those red decks, which are very very popular. So like that's the flip side where a main deck Blood Moon can also just be a shitty dead card too. So I don't think Red Black Shadow can main deck main board. I'm assuming you mean Blood Moon, right? It's just a complete deck card, a lot of matchups. Yeah, which makes sense, and you might be right. You might be right that in Shadow it's not correct to main deck Moon, but in Black Red mid range it is. And I think you might be right. You're probably right, honestly, but I think, my point is I don't think it's wrong to main deck a Blood Moon in your Black Red deck. Is my point. Just because of how stupid Uro and Omnath is, I don't think it's incorrect. Yeah, exactly. So it's like if it's the best card in red black mid range, why can't you like? I don't see why there isn't an argument to main deck a Blood Moon in Black Red Shadow, unless of course you're playing Luris, then obviously you can't. But assuming you're not, like it's I don't blame you. Talk is awful though. Yeah, I don't think that deck is that great. I respect Willie Ito a lot, and I expect what he does for mid range. But that being said, I think that deck is not that great. Like your clock is Magmatic Channeler and like Seasoned Pyromancer and Cruxa. I don't know. It's okay. Yeah, if you have a Luris, obviously don't play the Blood Moon. I think that's kind of I think that's the takeaway, obviously. But like again, if you want to play a deck that you want more game against those blue decks, I don't see. I'm not gonna talk bad about you main decking a Blood Moon, and I think you're right that it's correct to probably have it in the side in those Shadow Scourge decks. But again, I don't blame you if you main deck it, right? I hope that's clear. Like I think all the above is correct, if that makes sense. And it's just a meta call, and if you're playing against combo or like Blood Moon does or anything, so it's like, it's just Jund. And you can 5-0 with anything. You can 5-0 with the ham sandwich, and Blood Moon gives you free wins. So, and you could, I don't know. I think the deck is fine. I just don't like it personally. It's why I haven't streamed it yet. I think this deck is just better. Normally I would be all over a mid range Thoughtseize deck, but I just don't like Thoughtseize as a card anymore. You just can't play that kind of proactive deck without a clock, and Shadow and Scourge gives you that clock, and I don't like Death Shadow as a card. If you go back to Willie Edel's articles from when he played Abzan Traverse, he wrote an article about why he made Abzan Traverse as a deck and without Death Shadow, and it's just not your playstyle. And I think I feel like his playstyle and mine are kind of the same, where I don't like Death Shadow as a card. So it's a compromise where you're playing a non-Rakdos, a non-Shadow Rakdos deck. So I don't think Lily is a playable 2020. I agree 100%. I just don't think Liliana is where you want to be in Modern. Decks either go wide or ignore the plus. So both Liliana effects are just so bad. Like, example would be like Ad Nauseam, right? Where the plus is historically very, very good against them, and they can just pressure your hand. But they just combo faster with Thassa's Oracle now. So the plus really doesn't do anything more often than not. Obviously, there's games where it does. And obviously, yeah, again, you +1, I discover my Uro. That's the thing. So it's like you're hoping to feel Uro, and then they top deck a card that redraws them. So like they top deck a Teferi, an Uro, or whatever, and they just have these cards that top deck better than you, and there's no point. That's my rant on that deck. I think its deck's fine. I just don't like it personally. Where we want to be in Modern right now. I'm playing a proactive deck, and that's where you want to be in Modern, I think. But yeah, it's fun chatting with you, Chris. Thanks again for tuning in. It's always fun hanging out with you, and good luck on your stream, your next stream. And that, everyone else, I appreciate everyone tuning in. Today is Friday. I might try to get one stream in maybe tomorrow or the weekend. If not, I go back to work next week, so my next stream will be Tuesday for sure. I might try squeezing a stream tomorrow or Sunday, but Tuesday for sure. Other than that, yep, good talking to you, Chris. Hope you take care and stay safe, buddy. Catch you on your stream, I'm sure. You stream more often than I do, so other than that, I appreciate everyone for tuning in, and catch me on Twitter, YouTube, and hit that follow button on Twitch. Other than that, appreciate everyone for tuning in. I'll catch you guys next time. Take it easy. Bye.